Hello, YouTube. We have Beelzemon. Finally, Beelzemon deck profile for you guys. With the new starter deck support, Beelzemon can topple regionals in BT11 format. And we won't be talking about BT12 in this video. Just these cards alone make the deck very good and very nice and very rewarding to play. It's a very nice deck. I'm a very big Lightsworn fan, as some of you might know. So playing Beelzemon just makes me really happy with life. I'm going to talk about my deck profile. It has a 75% win rate in testing right now. And there are some choices that are in here that are more for the mirror match, because I am trying to think about BT12 Beelzemon, but there's definitely things you can change. And I'll talk about those things as we get there. If you guys like this content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn the notification on the Smash Potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos go live. I only play 4 eggs, 4 Pokémons, trash top 2. It's the original one, just in the new art. Thanks to the Beelzemon starter deck. You just want Unleashing Mill. That's it. Some people play the other egg that came with the Beelzemon starter deck. I'm not a fan of it, this format. This is just fine in my opinion. It's very, very cool. Rookies. 4 copies of the new Impmon. This card is crazy. When attacking, if you have 20 more cards in the trash, this Digimon may Digivolve into Beelzemon from your trash for a Digivolve cost of 3. Ignoring its requirements. This card's crazy. Being able to warp into Beelzemon makes it so that the BT1 Beelzemon isn't super necessary anymore. This is just a nice evolution. And your turn once per turn, when a card is trashed from your deck, delete both level 3 Digimon. Very good, deleting annoying pesky floodgates like Madoki, Sayako, and all that stuff. So this card is a staple, you need 4 of it forever. We're playing 4 copies of the EX2 Impmon. The one that says, when it's trashed from deck, if it wasn't trashed by its own effect, you can mill 3 cards. It is not mandatory, so you can choose to not deck yourself out, which is really, really cool. And I'll play real top 4, add a Beelzemon and an Iron Mako to your hand, bottom deck the rest. Very good card. And then inheritable your turn, if it's Beelzemon, gets 2000 DP. This is an incredible card. I think you also have to play 4 of it, because you want to mill cards in this deck, and this card lets you mill more cards. That's very cool. And in this iteration, I'm still playing 4 copies of the original Impmon on Deletion Mill 3. This combined with this on Deletion Mills 5. Very, very powerful. We do play a 13th rookie. It is 1 copy of Gazimon. Gazimon is really good. Gazimon prevents memory gain, as all of you know, except by Tamers. I was playing a Psychmon as well, but I found that the decks that require, Digivolution costs to be reduced don't really do much against Beelzemon, with the exception of maybe Shoutmon Crossheart, but you're kind of fine. It's okay. But if you have issues against Shoutmon Crossheart or Blue Flare, definitely throw Psychmon back in the deck. Otherwise, 1 Gazimon is fine. It is recurable, which we'll talk about later. That's it though for the rookies. 13 rookies is a very nice number for this deck. I wouldn't change it right now. Champions. 4 copies of the Wizardmon. When you mill it, gain a memory is very good. And the inheritable actually comes up, for those of you that know it has an inheritable. when attacking, you may reveal a purple card from your hand and place it on top of your deck. This prevents you from decking out. I'm not perfect with Beelzemon by any stretch. There's a couple times where I almost decked myself out. I had no cards off the deck. But then I use this Wizardmon to stack a card, and then I'm like, okay, I'll win next turn. LOL, whoops. The card's very good. And stacking cards like the Impmon and other mill trigger cards does come up as well. It's a very, 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 very good card. I'm playing 3 copies of the Witchmon. That comes in the starter deck. When Digivolving mill 3, that's it. Inheritable, if it has Wizard Demon Lord traits, plus 2000 DP during your turn. This gives your Beelzemon a boost. And that's it. The last champion I play, I was convinced to play a hybrid. I played 1 copy of Kaiser Leomon. I play Kaiser Leomon instead of the Loemon, because you can evolve on level 4 for 1, which kind of actually has come up before. Sometimes, yes, hybrid for game doesn't really matter. But sometimes you need to dex thin a little bit. Or sometimes you have to evolve in the Wizardmon, which feels really cringe. But you can evolve into this, stack your deck, and then game from there. So I like the Kaiser Leomon just for that reason alone. You'll never evolve it on a 3, so don't even worry about it. But Kaiser Leo, in my opinion, is just the hybrid you want to play. But you can play Loey, and you're probably fine. That's it for the champions. ultimate lineup is really straightforward. 4 copies of the Beelzemon from the Beelzemon starter deck. It has a Wind Digivolving, Trash 3, also Wind Digivolving. This Digimon gains. On deletion, if there are 10 or more cards in your trash, you may play 1 Beelzemon from your trash without paying the cost until the end of your opponent's next turn. This is kind of a global effect. At the time of deletion, it checks if you have 10 cards or more in trash, and if it does at that point in time, you get Beelzemon out. That matters. That math matters. Because at the time of evolving, you might not have 10 cards in trash, but by the time your turn is over and all that, you might. That's important. And it's another 2000 inheritable DP boost. That's it. This card's crazy. Just play Beelzemons. Who doesn't like that? Alrighty. For the Megas, 4 copies of the really expensive Broken Beelzemon. This Beelzemon is crazy expensive because when you mill it, you can bring back an Entmon from your trash, which is crazy. Very good. And then when Digivolving and attacking, you can mill 2 cards to kill a level 3 or lower Digimon. For every 10 cards in trash, increase that level by 1. That's it. This card's crazy. This card's insane. You want to play 4 of this card so you can mill it and be able to evolve into it consistently. Card's insane. And I play 2 copies of the new Beelzemon from the starter deck. This card does a lot. When Digivolving mill 4, all turns, once per turn. When a card is trashed from your deck, gain a memory for every 10 cards in your trash. So like, let's say, hypothetically, you have this on the field, and you have, I don't know, you got this Entmon also on the field. If your opponent pops this by some way, and you mill things like gain your memory, you can pass over the turn, which is hilarious. So all turns really matters. And then your turn once per turn. When a card is trashed from the deck, this Digimon gains security +1. It's a good card. At 12k boss, with inheritable boosts, this card gets crazy. So yeah, that's it. We don't play anything else. We don't need anything else. Everything else is fine. Level 7s. 1 copy of the new Blast Mode. When it's trashed from the deck, delete one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon. For every 10 cards, increase level by 1. Card's crazy. When Digivolving, unsuspend this Digimon. If you have 20 or more cards in your trash, gain 3 memory. You only need 1 copy of this card because you can evolve from trash first of all with Iron Mako. Second of all, you can add back to your hand and evolve it later. It's not a big deal. On that note, until BT12 comes out, we are also playing 1 copy of the original Beelzemon Blast Mode. It gains security +1 for every 10 cards in your trash. That's all. When it's trash from deck, pop a 4 or lower, and when Digivolving, delete opponent's Digimon at the highest level. Card is crazy, card is good. And you can evolve into it for cheap thanks to Iron Mako. Everything is all fine there. But this card will not see play once BT12 comes out. Until then, I recommend a singular copy of it. That's it for the Digimon. We're moving on to the Tamers. I am playing 1 copy of Memory Tamer Iron Mako still, because it does let you Memory 3, and when attacking, mill 1. If you have a Beelzemon, evolve into Blast Mode for 3. The card's pretty good. Something that I don't know how many people are doing, but I like it a lot. 4 copies of the new Iron Mako. I play 4 because this card fixes you. It fixes you real good. On Playable Top 4, add an evil Wizard Demon Lord. That's basically most of your deck. And then bomb out the rest. Also, your turn. When one of your Digimon Digivolves to a purple Digimon, by suspending this Tamer, return a card from your hand top of your deck and gain a memory. This card's broken, by the way. If you get multiples, you can do ignorant shenanigans. And by stacking your deck, you're also reducing the chances of deck out, which is good. Very good. A regular play you might see, honestly, is like you have an Entmon, and you have Wizardmon in your hand, you have Witchmon in your hand. You evolve for 2, draw a card, use this, stack the wizard, gain a memory, then mill the wizard, gain another memory. It's a free evolution. That just sounds really good. But stacking your deck, stacking your mill effects is really good. So I play 4 copies of it. It's also really good against the mirror match. Really good against the mirror match. If you see more Iron Makos in the mirror match than your opponent does, you probably auto-win the game. I'm just saying that right now. That's it for the Tamers. Nothing else here. Yep. Options. Still playing 4 copies of Deathslinger. When it's trash from deck, gain a memory, and then delete one opponent's level 4 or Digimon main effect. Every 10 cards, increase level 1. The security effect is the main effect, pop a Digimon. Death Slinger is still mandatory for, in my opinion. It's good removal. Card's crazy. We play 4 copies of the new card from the starter deck, Rivals Barrage. Okay, I see people mess up this card all the time. It only gets the delay and place on the battlefield effect if you mill it. If you activate it, it goes to the trash, first of all. And if you activate it in security, it goes to the trash. But if you mill this card, it goes to the battle area with a delay effect for the following turn or whatever. Its main effect is delete the opponent's Digimon at the highest level. Or delete one of your opponent's Digimon. So if it's high, you choose which one. Okay. Its delay effect, though, is crazy. Return one purple Digimon or Tamer from your trash to your hand. It does not care about Beelzemon cards. At all. No. You can add back Beelzemon. You can add back your purple hybrid. You can add back anything you want. That's a Digimon or a Tamer. This card is crazy. It's too crazy not to play 4 of, in my opinion. And that's all. I am playing 3 copies of Mist Memory Boost. I want to play 4. Deck space, though, is really tight. Main, trash 2, draw 1, delay for 2 memory later. It comes up. Final card is a Call for Darkness. Just for that recursion. Card's limited for a reason. That is it, though. That's Beelzemon. New Beelzemon is incredibly powerful. It's not like the best deck of the format or anything until next set. Next set, everything changes. I recommend getting this deck now and playtesting if you want to play Beelzemon next set, because you need to run through the lines. It is a skill-intensive deck. You can't just brainless go through your way. You cannot do that. You need to know your triggers. You need to know what are the optimal mill cards, what are the strats based on what you mill. It's very quick thinking adaptation. It takes a lot of practice. I don't even play perfectly at this moment in time. So, if you want to play this for D12, practice it now. Even play it at regionals. You can probably take Beelzemon at regionals and top 16. I have full faith someone will do that. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, that is all for the deck profile. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And we'll see you later. Bye.